Behind every familiar television smile is a private life the audience rarely sees. In the case of Ben Shephard, viewers know the warmth, the easy charm, the reassuring presence that has accompanied British mornings for years. But behind that steady confidence stands a woman whose strength has rarely been spoken aloud, his wife, Annie Shephard. For decades, Annie has chosen the quiet path, not out of obligation, but out of love. And in that silence lies a story of sacrifice that shaped their family in ways few could imagine. When Ben's career began to rise, it didn't happen gradually. Opportunities arrived swiftly, carrying long hours, public expectations, and the constant pressure to remain visible. For many families, that kind of momentum can be destabilizing. It demands choices, and often those choices are made behind closed doors. Annie understood early on that success comes with a cost. Someone has to absorb the uncertainty. Someone has to become the constant when life grows unpredictable. Without fanfare or recognition, she stepped into that role. While Ben traveled between studios and schedules, Annie became the emotional center of their home. She prioritized stability over spotlight, routine over recognition. School mornings, quiet evenings, and the invisible work of keeping a family grounded, these became her domain. It wasn't glamorous, and it wasn't easy. There were moments, Annie has quietly acknowledged, when she placed her own ambitions on hold, not abandoned, just postponed. Dreams can wait, she believed, when family needs certainty. It's a belief many in her generation will recognize instantly. What makes Annie's story so powerful is not what she gave up, but why she did it. At critical moments, when the pressure of public life threatened to seep into their private world, Annie chose protection over pride. She shielded her children from instability. She preserved a sense of normality that fame often erodes. In doing so, she didn't just support Ben's career, she saved their family's balance. Ben has spoken, with increasing humility over the years, about how much he owes to Annie's steadiness. Success may have placed him in front of the camera, but it was Annie who ensured there was always something worth coming home to. As the years passed and their children grew, the nature of the sacrifice shifted. Annie's patience allowed space for reconnection. Conversations deepened. Gratitude replaced assumption. The partnership matured into something quieter but stronger. Today, Annie's influence is visible in the way Ben speaks about family, not as an accessory to success, but as its foundation. He often credits her not with grand gestures, but with consistency, with knowing when to speak and when to hold things together in silence. For viewers in their 60s, Annie Shephard's story feels deeply familiar. It reflects a generation that understood commitment not as convenience, but as endurance. A generation that built lives through compromise, resilience, and unseen effort. Her story is not about loss, it's about legacy. Because the greatest sacrifices are rarely dramatic. They don't announce themselves. They simply hold everything steady long enough for love to survive. And sometimes that quiet strength is what saves a family, long before anyone realizes it needed saving.